What's happening, chess fans? Welcome to Net Chess and Chill. Today is episode number 2 of my Rapid Rank Climb series, and we are on a journey to 1200 ELO. So, if you guys are enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into today's game. Get some tunes on. And here we go. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Let's get into the game. A little bit of technical difficulties there. Excuse the sound in the background. Hopefully you guys don't really hear that. It's my dishwasher. Very loud machine. All right, so I had this problem yesterday searching for games. Alright. Athesp. Good luck. We will play d5. Will they play a London? Looks like they will. We're going to play c5 immediately. And we're going to be looking at ideas of getting our knight out. I think that playing a6 is not a terrible move. I will want to pin their knight if they bring their knight to f3. e6 will be probably my next move. Also, getting my knight out would be a fantastic thing to do. I'm going to take and then play getting my knight out, getting my bishop out, all good things. We'll get the knight out. Definitely want to finish developing, get castled. More than likely, I'll be taking shortly. We'll see. I think now I will take. We'll see which way they take back. So my opponent has the bishop pair at the moment. I gave up my light squared bishop. It's probably not the best way to go about things, but it is what I did. I think rook to the open file is a good move. I also think that either my bishop... Okay, so it's not an open file now. That's okay. I think we can go for the trade of bishops. We'll see if my opponent wants to do that or not. They might do something like this, or they move their rook over. And if that happens, I will just castle. Alright, now we can get castled. Pretty even game so far. Alright, definitely a castling moment. Alright. So it moves the knight over to there. I think he wants to come here or here. Yeah, it looks like he's aiming for that square. I could bring my knight over to here to protect that square. I could also push this pawn. I think I will rotate my knight over here for something like that. Bring this rook over. So he can't go here. He can still, he can't go here either because of my other knight. So I think that pushing these pawns and getting my rook over to c8 is kind of my next thing. We've been playing pretty fast, so I'm up on time, a little over 2 minutes, so I definitely should slow down a little bit and make sure that I'm playing correctly. Idea to push the pawn. Maybe bring this rook over to the c file. I don't know about that. So he's attacking this pawn. If I push this, we'll just do it. We'll attack the knight. He can't really go here. Alright, so now this is under attack, but I think that I can defend. Do something like this, maybe. Probably was smarter to bring my other rook over now that I look at it. Because if he does this, I should probably en passant. But I have ideas of this. Definitely want to get this rook over to here. We'll get this rook involved. Alright, so my opponent is looking at something like that, which is definitely a move. So he might take. Could very well take. If he takes, I think I'll be recapturing with the rook. We'll take back with the rook. He might do something like that. We'll take. I can come back. Where do I want to go? I think we'll move over to here. Slide this rook over. Pretty interesting position. Maybe it was better to do something like that. But I think I'll just push this pawn now. Don't know what that's doing. All right. We will push the pawn. For sure. I need to also make a left for my king to watch out for back rank problems. I think pushing this pawn is a fine move for the moment. Alright, so my opponent is attempting to do some stuff to me. queen covers this. My rook is still covering this. We are threatening the queen right now. Queen might just move down to here. Which I really don't have much of a defense for, now that I look at it. If I played this, it defends me a bit. My stupid opponent. I hate positions like these. Move my king, maybe. Maybe this way. Moving to the corner better. I feel like it can't be better. Something like this, I don't have any checks. I think I'll move my king this way. This feels very scary to me. Yikes. I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. Definitely need to play this move, and I can maybe, I don't know, maybe not actually. What is he gonna take? I take, and then he takes. He's gonna take. I take. he takes, and I don't have anything then. So he's going to come down. I can take... I'm going to play this and hope that I'm not missing anything. Because right now, this is going to be a checkmate. But he might have checkmate on me if I'm not careful. My opponent is super low on time. Very low. But to me, this looks like he needs to try and stop this somehow. Maybe playing this. Alright. Looks like we won on time. That was a decent game. We are now rated 1007, so my opponent actually played a little bit better game than I did. Both played with 85% accuracy. He played with 85.9. I played with 85.6. So we can see kind of where we went wrong. Literally just a dead even game. And we just played good and best moves for most of the game. So this was where I started to maybe not find the exact best moves. Him taking like this and me taking with the pawn hangs this pawn. I didn't see that, and my opponent didn't necessarily, see it either. He takes, I take. This was my first inaccuracy of the game. I just thought that this was maybe not good, but I don't think it's a big deal because I get my rook in now that I look at it. So we took here. I moved my queen. This is where he starts kind of going for an attack. Me bringing my queen back would have been a great idea. Instead, I push the pawn. He takes. My idea was sliding the rook over and winning this pawn, and then just trying to start destroying his queen side. It didn't really go as I planned. He slid his rook over. I slid my rook over. My best move in this position is actually to ignore what he's doing and just push the pawn. So yeah, my rook move was a little slow, and this rook ended up being pretty misplaced through the game. Me pushing this pawn was my only real move in the position. So here, this is a little scary, right? Like, he's threatening to take, and I'm not going to be able to take back because of my king. So I slid my king over, which is a straight up mistake. Alright, so he gets a pawn, but I'm still safe, and I'm threatening checkmate of my own. So that would have been a good way to go about it. I just moved my king, which is a mistake because he can take the pawn, I come over, and I just lost a pawn, right? So that ended up being exactly what happened in the game. He gave this check. I have to move my king back. There's no other move. He slides his rook over. I bring my queen down, which is definitely a mistake. we have just a deadly attack on the king ourselves. So when this happened, I decided to take the pawn, and he ran out of time, but, I mean, we have a pretty wild attack coming. I think his best move is to maybe slide over. Okay, so he ends up having to defend, and all the threat of checkmates are gone on both of us, but that would have required finding the best moves. It says we both played like a 1400. Like, that was a super equal game. That's one of the most equal games I've ever played against somebody. Yeah, that was a good one. So we're rated 1007. Gives us a little breathing room. Hopefully tomorrow we play a good game and we can keep it moving. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you tomorrow.